All right, what is up, world? Hello, Jaren here from Paradigm Strength Systems. Holy shit, I was so thirsty. Today, we're gonna look at a tier list on intensity technique. Well, I have a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 intensity techniques that we're going to go through today. And what are intensity techniques? Well, it's just to basically make something harder, make our training harder. And what is the criteria today that we're going to look for? Today, we're doing bodybuilding. So all of these techniques will be how effective they are in terms of muscle hypertrophy. All right, let's go. Without further ado, isometrics. This is not the right photo, I know, but it's the only photo I could find on isometrics. And I'll put that bang on in A tier. Why? What is isometrics first? Basically holding a position, a static position. Maybe, it most popular is a plank. Why do I put an A tier? Because it's fucking pretty good, bruh. You increase the time under tension for each set. So let's say you're doing bicep curls. Instead of just doing them, pretty straight on both sides, you do one side, you hold isometrically on like this position, and then you do the other and you rep it out, you pump it out. Then you swap in the same set, you hold that and then you pump that on the left side. So basically a way to kind of increase time under tension. And of course, that is a proven way to build more muscle. Now, second, you guessed it, pyramids of Giza. That is not an intensity technique, but pyramiding is. Also, how on earth did they build that? I'm still convinced when I saw it, aliens came over and dropped that shit. Like, no fucking way. But unfortunately, aliens did not invent this intensity technique because if they did, it would be much better. And I'm putting this all the way down at D tier because it's terrible. I don't think it's that good of an intensity technique. What you do is basically you pick a weight that you can do a high rep scheme. Oh, what the hell am I doing? 12 to 15, maybe even 20, and you rep it out. Small weights. Then next set, a heavier load, less reps. Then next set, even bigger load, less reps. I mean, you're essentially kind of doing what a powerlifter does. And in terms of bodybuilding, there are better alternative options for you. Let's go to force reps. Is it a better alternative? Yeah, it's better than pyramids, I'd say. What are force reps? So basically, you hit failure at a set, and then you get your gym buddy come over. Not come over, but he's already there, or she's already there, or they're already there, or it's already there. You know, maybe in the future, robots will help us do our force reps. Come over and they help you with the concentric portion, and you do the eccentric portion because you are much stronger in the eccentric than the concentric. Reason why I don't think it's pretty good because you need a gym partner. Second thing, quite dangerous because you're still doing the same movement, pushing past failure with the same weight. And so you can risk injury there. So I would not generally prescribe force reps like at all for my clients. Now, who is this, you say? Dr. Mike Israetel? Or should I say Daddy Mike Israetel? Jesus Christ. Yeah. And what does he do? And what does he represent? AMRAPs? No, Myoreps. He invented Myoreps. What are Myoreps? Basically, you do a set kind of near failure, maybe RP8, RP9, hell, you do an AMRAP set. And then put the weight down, you rest for a short period of time, you micro rest, and then you pick the weight back up and do a small, tiny set. Maybe like 4 reps, 6 reps, something in that rep range, right? Essentially, you're targeting the effective reps that you can squeeze out because your muscles are already quite fatigued. Let's say you're doing like 15 reps of lateral raises. Not all 15 reps feel the same. Towards the end, it's the last 5 reps that are like, fuck, it's a grinder, So what Myoreps does is it cuts out the first 10 reps where you're already feeling tired. You go back into it, 5 reps, baby, and you keep doing them. You can do like 3 sets after your initial first AMRAP set. So pretty fucking S tier, dude. You save time. I recommend using it for smaller muscle groups. I mean, you can even use it on a leg press if you want. That's a fucking killer. But generally, lateral raises, biceps, triceps, rear delts, perfect. Also, you know what? Skip on to AMRAP because I pair those two a lot. It's also S tier. AMRAP stands for as many reps as possible. So pretty self-explanatory. You pick a weight and then you do as many reps as possible until you hit failure, technical failure, which is you have to maintain form. If you can't maintain the form anymore, your form breaks because you're compensating for something, then that's already failure. They're safe, they're perfect, they're good. Incorporate them in your program. Now for your music nerds, what is this? I know it's a score, but like what does the top bit say? Adagio?
Adagio?
No. Adagio, baby. Tempo. That's what I was saying. Where would I put tempo? What is tempo? A. That's what I would put it. Why? Tempo is the speed at which you complete the rep. So there are these tempo schemes. Basically, maybe they'll give you 4 numbers, or I give you 4 numbers in your program, right? It might look like a 3010. And so what that means is that your eccentric portion is 3 seconds. Then at the bottom part, you don't wait for any seconds, you don't wait for any time, and you pump it back up for 1 second. And at the top part, you don't wait for any time as well. No time will pass when you're on the top or bottom. Absolutely zero. That's why I put it there. And then you come back down for 3 seconds. Realistically, it will be more like 3-1-1-1, and that's pretty good. Or maybe 3-2-1-2, which is eccentric for 3 seconds. You feel a good stretch at the bottom part, and then you squeeze for 1 second, and you really feel that squeeze, and then you release it again for 3 seconds, and that's a perfect rep. Generally, this guy would approve. All right. Next up, what do you have? Supersets. You know what supersets are. You do 2 exercises, no rest in between. Sounds pretty good. Where would I put that? Force reps? No, it's better than force reps. As good as tempo? Good as isometric? No, not really. Don't think so. I put that B tier. Why? Because supersets, they are good on saving time, but they're bad on maybe you are like 90% of the population who are not that conscientious of your reps. Not every rep counts in your mind. So supersets kind of makes it more conducive where you think that, oh, I gotta complete the set. I just gotta complete the set, lift the weight, that's it, and I'm done. But no, that's not the reality for bodybuilding. Every rep counts, and you want to make sure that you're safe. Supersets, because you're doing 2 exercises in 1 set, you risk maybe a bit of injury because you're more tired for your second exercise in the set. Or, editing Jaren here. So cliche. There was an issue with the audio with that clip. So, reason why supersets aren't ranked as high is because you have to occupy 2 machines, 2 sets of dumbbells. So in a public gym, you might not have that. And even if you do, you might get some stares. Those might be the limiting factors when doing supersets, which makes it not as effective compared to other ones. But still pretty damn effective, I'd say. So B tier. Drop sets. Oh, I love me some drop sets. They are basically you do a set, you hit failure, you drop it down a weight. Blam. Usually I incorporate that in the last set of the exercise so that you can kind of push past failure and you get way more stimulus from that. I wouldn't put an S tier though. I think A tier is more fitting because I wouldn't do them all the time. They're pretty fucking effective but like if you're talking about a deadlift or a squat, after the set, you got to rack and then you got to put the weights out and then lift up again. It's perfect for machines, perfect for dumbbells as well. Now, what is this? What does this mean? It's not my granddad. This is partial reps. Why a gravestone, you ask? Because, well, partial reps suck. I don't really like it. They're not good for bodybuilding. They're not conducive for hypertrophy. And this guy hates it, dude. He'd become that. That's why I put it as a gravestone if partial reps came into play. So you kind of know my view on partial reps already. And you know what partial reps are because it's in the name. Instead of doing the full ROM, you do part ROM. You can be in the top part of the range of motion, the middle part, or the bottom part. Regardless, fucking shit! I wouldn't recommend it. And I don't put it in any of my programs either. Now, what is this guy? He's about to sneeze or about to cough. What is he? What does he represent? Huh? Is he about to bus? Bus in class, dude? Nah. He's blood flow restricting. He's edging himself, dude. Now, again, I wouldn't recommend blood flow restriction because it's kind of like partial reps. You're just chasing the pump, you know? And you only really do it on your arms. You don't put it on your legs. I guess you can, but you just look stupid. And you also can't put it on your chest, your back, neck.
Nice.
Kinky stuff. So generally you put it in your arms. You put some bands on your arms and you like pump out these bicep curls or tricep extensions, and not very good. Not very good. Just not effective. That's it. Yeah, not very effective. It feels nice, get the pump, but not effective. And now lastly, giant sets. What are giant sets? Supersets on steroids. That's what it is. It's basically circuit training. You know, you are doing 3 or more, no rest. You know, unless you love hit or you love I don't know, just torturing yourself and having a bad time, then giant sets is it's just terrible, man. Like I wouldn't even put it on. Nah, terrible. Out. It's off. It's not good because you're occupying half the gym. It's the most impractical one out of all the techniques. So I guess it's good for if you have 10 minutes to squeeze in a workout. But I mean, just don't work out that day. Just stick to Myoreps, stick to AMRAPing, stick to isometric work. Stick to tempo, drop sets, supersets. Those are pretty damn good. So that's the hope you enjoyed it. Jaren out with Paradigm Strength Systems. Yes.